All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It is game day. Everybody make sure you got your whole day ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? Everything needs to be just right. You see the banner there at 12:30. I will have a pretty nice announcement. Pretty nice announcement. All right, let's scroll here. Colin, how you doing? Yeah, this guy Picard is 7-0 in the playoffs. I heard he's undefeated. He's not lost at all this year in the playoffs. Nobody has beaten him. He's been spectacular. He's been magnificent. I mean, there's no way he loses tonight. Hey, Brian. Guitar coach says, we better hope Florida wins in 6 because if they win tonight and choke it home again, it's going to be hell. No, well, we need to win tonight. Just focus on tonight. Like I said at the end of the last stream, win the game tonight, and then we can win the Stanley Cup on Tuesday. It just doesn't get any more clear cut than that, right? Hey, David. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? You'll be watching from work and the cat's on the road. All right. He says we're winning game 5. I believe him. I believe David. Hey, Hungry. Pepper. Yeah, I woke up this morning with a good idea. I'm trying to get into a groove to have, and I have a question for you guys. When we get enough people in here, I have a question for everybody. David says, yep, 9 more hours of work than it's a cat's win. The leftover spaghetti. Oh, I had spaghetti in so long, David. Oh my God. Hey, Ted. It's good. It's good for everybody. It's good for the channel. It's really good stuff for the channel. Icy says, up, John. We've been here before. I'm confident in our cats. We have been here before. Yes. Oh, and am I worried? No. If we lose today, I will be worried. But today, my attitude is it's a best of 3 with 2 on the road. The Panthers have been spectacular this year on the road in the playoffs. Right now, I'm good. Ashley's worried. I know. Oh, Hungry says the Checkers got robbed by the refs last night. I did not see that. I saw that they lost, but I didn't see. I did not see that. It's my fault. I have not paid attention at all. And then as soon as I started putting the score in the chat, it was 3-1. That was the first score he showed me. And I started paying attention, and they immediately blew the game. I mean, it's my fault. There's no way around it. Owen says, would I say this is a game 7 for the Panthers? Yes. I would agree with that. Spaghetti's always better the next day, no doubt. They took an overtime goal from them because the opposition goalie wasn't ready at puck drop. Whoa. I'll have to see that. Jameson said Silva's had his back to the face-off. It was rightfully called off. That's so interesting. So, how does that work? I'll have to watch that highlight. And his helmet was off? What the hell was the ref doing dropping the puck? David say, I must say last night's show developed into something crazy, strange. It was great. We're going to be doing that. Donna and I are going to be doing that a couple nights a week. Once hockey's over. I wish we could do it more, but I got to make enough money for her to move in. So, because she's got a good job where she's at. It's an hour away, so she can't move in working that job. So even if she had to get a lesser job, if she worked here, which I prefer her to not have to work so much, but I can't afford to move her in, which sucks. And I've never been in this position in my life. So this summer is going to be all about a ton more work. I really need to step things up for sure. So yeah, we're going to be doing that a couple nights a week, David, on the other channel. I'm going to be promoting that on the men's channel. So It'll be weird. It'll be exclusively male is the name of the channel, but live streams with me and Donna. Last night we were sober, so it sometimes can work better. Occam says winner of Game 5 wins the series. Thoughts? I really can't disagree with that. Really can't disagree with that too much. JC, we do need the win tonight. Yeah, let me put a link over there because that's not the big announcement, but that's a good good idea. So let me do that. I need to start promoting this one a lot more. So let me get to it here. So I'm putting in the link. Hold on a second. I'm putting a link to the men's channel in the chat. This is the channel that Donna and I are going to be doing live streams from really soon. That's the men's channel. That's where we're going to be doing a lot of live streams from. You know, I'll be doing streams myself, just shooting the shit with you guys, and then Donna and I will have some fun, kind of like we almost did with the hockey stream last night. So maybe we'll get famous that way, and she can afford to move in, or I can afford to move her in. Is how I should put it. I need to take care of some business here. Rosado says breaking Brad Bird to hit. Oh, to direct Incredibles 3. I see. Hey, Officer Bob. JC, we did not adopt a dog, and Kyle did not get a girlfriend. No, the dog came with the girlfriend. The breaking news is Kyle is still asleep. Yeah, so there's the link. Let me go over to the stream and pin it. So hold on a second. Because I can't StreamYard, when I'm on StreamYard, it doesn't let me pin the links that I put in the chat. So let me, what? No, not that. Not that, YouTube. Come over here. Let me pin the link. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I pinned the link. So that's the link to the men's channel. Ashley, yeah, thank you. It's a men's support channel, but it's for men and women that like men. You know what I mean? It's just not for women that don't like masculinity. That's all. They're going to get triggered over there because we talk about real life, and Donna's the kind of woman that likes a masculine man, so she's not going to get triggered. But there's going to be some good conversations over there. Kick Kyle on the dating apps. He definitely doesn't want. Yeah, JC, it's not breaking, right? Hey, Simon. I was almost common. Yeah, I know about common law, Simon. I was almost common law married to Karen because we lived together for 6 years. So I guess it's good she left when she did because I was never marrying her. But no, it's just a matter of finances, having enough money to pay. We have almost the exact same credit card debt. So we have a lot of bills that we have to pay on a monthly basis. Hey, Ted. Men on me, Ashley, what? You want men on you? What? Ashley, it's not that kind of channel. Thank you, Hungry. Big Dog. No, you did not hear Jay Fiedler on the drums for game 6. You didn't hear that. Colin says, how about the Checkers game? My bad. Y'all should have just not been telling me about it. As soon as you guys started posting the score, they lost the game. David, right? Ted, no doubt. There was definitely no doubt. Ted for sure. Hey, Dana. Ashley. So Dana says, well, good morning, everyone. I'm actually feeling like there's no way we can lose the Stanley Cup, so we're winning tonight and we're winning at home. Damn, there you go. There you go. The original member to the channel has spoken. Ted, I know, no more Dolphins, right? No, we're not. The Karen story is never going. It's all you need to know about Karen Rosado is that she was the type of person that would leave me 2.5 weeks after Fluffy died. I think that should summarize it just enough. Octum says, I either need to pay my debt or Marchand can't do both. I hear you on that. Colin, I did not see the email. No, I looked too. Or did you send it today? When did you send it, Colin? I checked my email yesterday, but I'll check it again when I'm done here. Oh, the internet again. They did a poll on who should bang the drum for the Panthers. Yeah, I know the internet is a problem, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. You sent it after the Checkers game? All right, Colin, I'll check it after the stream. So Simon says, Ashley, you'll bang it? So Ashley so far has said men on me and I'll bang it. Damn. All right, Ash. Very cool. Send pics. Simon says, Simon, yeah, we saw it. That's what we're talking about with the Checkers. Yeah. I'll have to check out the highlights and maybe I'll put out a short about it. I know you guys have been asking me to engage with them, and maybe I should a little bit, but I feel like if I start engaging with them now in the middle of the series, that I'll change the juju. But maybe since they lost yesterday, I need to change the juju. Ashley, man, I'm just going to screenshot that. I'm just going to make a whole ass video just from Ashley's comments today. Icy says I should set a gift goal every stream so it's something to work towards. I watch a bunch of streamers and it works for them pretty well. Icy, that's actually that's a good thought. It's an idea I've had a couple of times. It's definitely part of something that I'm implementing next year that will showcase the members and everything like that. So that's a good thought. Like I said, I got a bunch of changes coming for next year. Dana. Oh, we love you, Dana. Yeah, the way the game ended yesterday. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Simon, as long as it's not another Dolphins player, I don't know why it wouldn't be Luongo, because no matter what happens today, Tuesday is the last home game of the year, right? No matter what happens today. So Luongo banged the drums in Game 7 last year. It's got to be him again for Game 6. David says, starting to sound like me and Ashley need a nice 3-day Bahamas cruise. Dana. Amanda. Oh, man. Poor Ashley. Donis says we're not losing hope in the team. Other night was the worst possible outcome, but we know that they're able to bounce back. Let's get these 2 wins in a row, just as I predicted. Thank you, Adonis. I feel good about today. I feel good about this game. Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? How you doing, my friend? Automatics, how are you doing? 2 streams in the same series. Outstanding. Good to see you, bud. We're going to win in 6, man. The series preview said Panthers in 6. It's setting up exactly like I said. Bubba, the puppets told me. Jeff loves the puppets. Oh, I remember when I first started bringing out the puppets, and Jeff would give me shit on Twitter about them. Yeah, I'm not even trying to read that, David. David, if I read that, Amanda or Dana will put me in timeout. Oh, yeah, just stop by lunch break. Just want to hear some positivity. Twitter has been in shambles. Can you imagine going to this channel for the positivity back in the day? No, man, look, like I said, I'll say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. Before the series started, I said Edmonton would win game 1. Florida would win game 2 and 3. I didn't think Edmonton would let us win 3 in a row, so I said Edmonton would win game 4, and then Florida would win game 5 and game 6. So far, so good. I don't like the way it's happened, but I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Ashley. There you go, Dana. Skyler says, go Panthers, let's win this thing. Full skate. Yeah. Occam says the Wonga were Melody for game 6, right? David. Wow. The chat is dead. Let's see. Simon, I think I can get a flow hockey at the baby? Yeah, I don't know what Simon. I think talk to text got you there. Icy says also if you stream through YouTube Shorts, a bigger outreach to people scrolling instead of. Yeah, I've seen that. Thanks, Icy. I've seen a couple things have come up in my feed. I don't think I can do that. What I'm doing here, I think it would have to be exclusively to Shorts. I have to figure out how that works through StreamYard. But there's definitely at 12:30 part of the announcement. So but that's a good idea, Icy. Exactly. Dana's not good advice. Jeff says I picked Florida in 6, need Barkov to steal a game. Yeah, we could use a little bit of action that way, right? For sure. Oh my God, Donna or Dana. I'm calling Dana Donna now. Good thing Donna's asleep. She's not seeing this mess. You're still. Oh, I know the connection. I know the connection is whack. There's nothing I can do about it right now. It comes and goes. Hey, Snip. Hey, SoFlo. How is my blaring, my barn, my what? So oh, you're talking about YouTube channels. They have the leaderboard and everything. I've seen that a couple of times. Again, that's something I'm gonna take some time over the summer, and everything's gonna look a lot different. Same but different. Dana says we're winning this tonight. I agree. I have to activate it in the settings. All right, Hungry. I'll have to. I know there's another thing that I saw. Oh yeah. In fact, let's try to do. I had to see that. Let me go to my YouTube settings. I saw that something about a leaderboard. No, it's viewer posts. That's something else I'm going to allow. Is like I'm going to be able to allow you all to make posts in the community. So as those things come on, I'll make posts and let you guys know about it. Rosado, I looked at Starlink, and for streaming for my purposes, it's not good. It's got a lot of bad views for streaming, unfortunately. All right, Rosado. So what time is it? Is it 12:30? No, we got got 8 minutes, right? Yeah, we got 8 minutes. Okay. So let me get this other thing going here because I had something that I need to drop the link to. And just bear with me here. I'm getting my announcement ready because I have a commercial somewhat. Before the announcement. Let me see. I don't know how that happened. I'm seeing these hashtags at the front of my videos that I'm not putting there. All right, game 2. All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back to the chat. I'm just getting something ready here. Okay. Real says, I saw a guy in Publix wearing a Panther shirt and told him we were winning tonight. So if you lose, it's on you. That's okay. We're not losing this game. Hey, Joel. We are not losing this game. Not today. Rosado, I think Dana, I think he's going to London today, right, Rosado? Jeff. Yeah. I only need him. I need him sometimes. I have the chat blown up, so I don't need him. But yeah, it's gotten really bad in the last 6 months. Is what it is. Hey, thank you, Goat Slayer. Appreciate the Father's Day wishes. I'm not taking tomorrow off. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to you all. Simon, you're looking at the streams. You saw hockey streams of the baby Canucks and the baby Panthers. I don't think I know a couple of people asked if we were going to do it. I need Kyle to have his nights off. He's wiped. He's wiped. The playoffs have been long on him. Sophie, what's my favorite fast food joint? I haven't had fast food in at least 15 years. The closest thing to fast food that I will do is fried chicken. Is Royal Farms fried chicken. That's the closest thing to fast food I'll do. Dana says in the poll, looked like mostly everybody wanted Luongo. I agree with that. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, bud? Hopefully we don't need therapy tomorrow. Yeah. Jeff's eating fast food right now, living your best life. I don't blame you. It's not that I don't think it tastes good. I just don't like the way it makes me feel. Hey, Lightning Girl, you'll be watching tonight? Sounds cool. Very good. Hopefully, don't make plans for tomorrow morning because we might be here a while tonight for sure. Ashley says I have a spot reserved in the mental hospital just in case, right? Oh, SoFlo personally goes to Arby's. Yeah. Jeez. Peppers, Chipotle is your limit. Yeah, that's not so bad. I generally don't eat that kind of stuff. I was never a big fat like McDonald's, Burger King. When I was younger, my fast food would still be KFC. Raji says the big news is Skinner is back in net for the Oil. Boy, wouldn't that be? We got trolled yesterday by a tweet. We thought maybe they was actually going to stick with him. So that didn't happen, unfortunately. Ryan says, you two, you're also watching the game to make sure the Oilers win. All right, Jeff. Panthers win 5-2 tonight. Thank you, brother. Don't work too hard, man. Ashley says it's 12:30. Okay, so it's 12:30. So here's the deal. I'm gonna do a little commercial before I give the announcement. So here's the commercial. I'm putting a link in the chat to Jesus. I'm not doing anything without these glasses. What an old man. I'm putting a link in the chat to, I believe that is the Game 2 recap. Now, in the recap, in the description to that video, you'll find a link to the sponsor, Southern New Hampshire University. Now, season's getting ready to end, and so we won't have the same level of finances through streaming and everything. Now, if y'all click that link, if you visit the sponsor, if you click the link, fill out the form, and allow them to call you, and you talk about your interest in the program, I get $100. I get $100 for every one of you that clicks that link, fills out the form, and talks to them on the phone just to verify that you're a real person, and maybe you'll let them send you some information. I get $100. So anybody that feels like they'd like to support the channel without having to take any money out of your own pocket, that would be spectacular. It would be a huge way to help keep some income coming in once hockey's over. Now, the big news is over the last 6 months, all the way down the road and in front of my house, and I didn't know what the hell they were doing, but they were burying line. They had all the big trucks out there, and they were burying line. And there's even a junction box right in the front of my house where they buried it, the whole thing. Well, yesterday when we were talking about the lousy internet that I've been stuck with all these years, and I researched Starlink, I said, well, the Starlink ain't going to be any good because for live streaming, for what we do, it cuts out. We'd had the same situation. Come to find out, that line that they were burying was fiber. And there's a new company that's been expanding. They've expanded to my area. And so on the 16th, they're going to come out, and one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to set me up with the fiber internet on Wednesday or Thursday, I think it's Thursday, or depending on how they have to lay the line, they may just come prepare the house, and then within 3 to 4 weeks, they would come bury the line from the junction box at the front of the lawn all the way to where it's going to connect to the house. It just depends on how long it is, and if they feel that they can bury, they can leave the line on top in a safe location. So either Thursday or within a month, I'm going to have lightning fast fiber optic internet through a completely different company, and all of this is going to be a distant memory with all of the internet problems that we've had. So now I pay $140 a month right now. The new line to get the Wi-Fi and everything in the house with the fiber, it's going to be $170. So it ain't cheap, that's for sure. But all of these problems will be gone. We won't be dealing with this anymore at all. And then we can just focus on, because that's what Kyle and I need to do. And, we're doing it with Donna too. I need to be streaming a lot more, because that's honestly where the money is for us. And can't do it if I'm constantly cutting out and having problems. And I've been working with BreezeLine for years, you guys know, to try to get the thing fixed. And every time I get somebody new out here, they give me a different story, and the supervisor's going to call you, and they never call, and I'm just done. So it's going to cost me a little bit more. It's going to be like $200 installation and all of that. But all the problems will be done. And thank God I can call BreezeLine and tell them to suck it. So that's the big news. That's the big news. For I know you guys appreciate it. For me, the lack of headache and stress is going to be a huge, huge contribution to my mental state of mind. Hey, thank you, Marvin. Much appreciated, bud. Brand new member. Thank you, bud. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, and by the way, for the members, Trey says, then we move on to new problems. No, it's going to be good now. I've had a bad enough year. Now we got good stuff coming. Now, since Marvin joined the membership, I'll let you guys know right now. Another thing that you could help out with is a lot of you got gifted memberships over the last several months, and I really appreciate everybody that's doing that. I'm going to be continuing to have the podcast 2 to 3 times a week during the summer. Might do a little bit more. Definitely going to be out there fishing as much as I can and having that content out there for the members. So if you got a membership, or if you can continue to have the membership over the summer, that's another big help there too. Because a lot of times everybody leaves the memberships during the summer, and then I had to put the electric bill on the credit card. So that was it. Yeah, Mike. No, that was the big news. Was the fiber internet? Because where I live, I can't believe that they've expanded that to my area, and considering the constant and consistent problems and stress that causes for the streams and for me, and especially for Kyle, it really gets him stressed because I get stressed. So, yeah. No, the big news was not hot. The big news hockey related is we're winning the game, right? So, and I guess if they can bury the line on Thursday, might actually mean that we would have the fiber for Game 7 if there's a Game 7, which there won't be because we're winning in 6. Holy crap. Thank you, Lightning Girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Damn. Thank you, Lightning Girl. Much, much, much appreciated. Jeez. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Much appreciated. This is it's good stuff. You guys know the year I've had. Everything is just turning around for me and for Kyle. And I got to give Donna a lot of the credit there for sure. Thank you again, Lightning Girl. Marvin says, I was kind of annoyed how they relaxed playing after leading 3-0. And they even admitted it. Like Reinhardt was like, yeah, we were too slow. We got too passive. I just don't understand why that stuff should not be happening. Dana says, I'm going to go out for an early Father's Day type dinner before the game and then going to the arena to watch the watch party. Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Ted Matthias will not be here tonight. I think he might be here next Friday night if there's a Game 7. But he's not. He's doing stuff with his mother. So he's talked to Kyle a few times this week. I haven't talked to him. I texted him. Didn't get a response, but that's pretty normal for Matthias. So he will not be here tonight. That's right, Dana. You'll all be celebrating. No doubt. No doubt. Adonis says official news, Picard. I got to start calling him by the right name. Is starting for the Oilers. We figured. Ted, yeah, it hurts to think about that second period. Every once in a while, I remember that second period, and then I just hit myself in the head. It helped going fishing yesterday for sure. Oh, which, by the way, now, I don't know if you guys know about the wildfires going on in Jersey and in Canada, but now the smoke has made it out here. The smoke has made it out here now. So hopefully it doesn't affect my fishing too much, although I know that's a small problem compared to what other people have. But I can't go out there fishing if the smoke is around. So hopefully it goes away. It's supposed to be raining, but it's not raining. So Lightning Girl, man, that helps. It all helps, and that's a huge one. I really appreciate that. Genuinely, genuinely, genuinely. Outstanding. George says, at least they're honest about that. I remember last year with the Rangers, Trouba, the captain, talking about how Carolina wanted it more after they blew a sweep. That's a good point. Yeah, at least they're honest about it, right? Marvin, yeah, I saw the same thing. He says, I watched some of them break stride and enter the ozone. Yeah. I saw the same thing happening, like as they were going behind the net. Like they would just like stop and turn around to go play defense. Hey, thank you, Silva. Been a member for 24 months. Thank you, bud. He says, I'm going to game 6. Best case scenario, I get to see the cup. Worst case scenario, I get to see the cup. Either way, I'll probably have a heart attack. Exactly. So Ted wants to know how long I've had this Panthers jersey. I bought this Panthers jersey way back in the day. This is I had this when I'm pretty sure I had this when we were doing the 95-96 cup run. It's old. It's original. It's all beat to shit. But it's good luck. It's good luck now. I'm not a fan of the not that I'm not a fan of the New Jersey, but this one is broken in. The patch is nice and soft. The newer jerseys, it's like chokes me when I sit down. Colin says, yeah, this Picard guy is 7-0. I know, right? Undefeated, not been beaten, can't be beat. It's impossible to beat this guy in the playoffs. It's incredible. Lightning Girl says, I miss Matthias. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be around this summer, but I think he got a little bit scarred because last year he came and we lost like 2 of the game. I think he came for game 4 and 5. Yeah. So we lost both games that he came for last year. I believe that's the ones. And so I'm not so sure he wants to watch the games with us because last time we lost. Let me take a sip of water here real quick. Real says we shouldn't have scored so many goals that would have kept Kent Skinner in, right? Trey says if Picard was so great, he wouldn't be Stuart Skinner's backup. It's not like he stole ours sitting behind Bob. The math says pick is due to turn back into a pumpkin. Speak it into truth, Trey. Speak it into existence. So, Simon, I believe that True has won the hockey pool. Once it's all over, I'll make a post and a little announcement about it. But I think nobody can catch him at this point. I think. Holy crap. Thank you, Chris Wilson. Thank you, bud. Thank you, my friend. Says we got this win tonight. And I'll be sending you fishing tackle soon. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Holy crap. Thank you. Ashley says, I better get 100. Did you send something? Is that what? Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I got your text. Don't tell anybody, but Ashley has my phone number. But just don't tell anybody. All right? Don't let anybody know that. Be quiet about that. You can't just be handing out your phone numbers. Ashley, the SNHU. Oh, I see what you're saying. The SNHU. No, they're not. They're not playing. Yeah. No, it's a good way to be able to support the channel without having to, come out of pocket. So when they told me the commission, I was like, oh crap. So Marvin says, I just hope that loss smartened them up. You would think the loss in game 1, we wouldn't have a repeat, right? But it is what it is. It is. We're going to put that in the behind. We're winning tonight. 16-2. That's the score tonight, 16-2. Thank you again, Chris, man. That's awesome. Both of you. Chris, Lightning Girl, everybody that sends the super chats. You guys make this possible. Genuinely. I do the work, but you guys make this possible. Kyle does the work too, I should say. 305 says, to be honest, if we lost the cup, I can visibly see Edmonton was just better. I don't mind, but man, when we play not at our full level, it just gets you pissed. Yeah. I mean, certainly it is frustrating to see, but I have a feeling these last 3 games are actually, I said that in the video I put out earlier, like I think it might even get better. I think you might see less mistakes. And we don't know what kind of pressure Edmonton's going to feel, right? You know, sometimes the team starts to feel that pressure. You've seen what happened with Florida last year at 3-0. No matter what happens tonight or early in the morning, no matter what happens, Tuesday's an elimination game for somebody. So Simon's asking about my opinion about the trade for the Ducks and Kreider. I think Anaheim might be halfway decent next year. They've quietly put together, you know, a piece here, a piece there. The Rangers, I think they panicked. I mean, they were the President's Trophy team last year. And I guess from their perspective, they didn't view just continuing to make the playoffs and getting ousted with as much value as some franchises would. And they probably looked at it like there's no way this core is going to overtake Florida. But they've just dismantled that team very, very rapidly. And, you know, at the same time, they paid Shesterkin. So it's like you've got this magnificent goalie sitting there. I don't know what their management is doing. Oh, Lightning, you had your hands all over that cup. Damn. Yeah. Chucky is going to bring it to me this year. Colin says some interesting lines for the Oilers. So says, how much booze is Kyle going to drink tonight? He drank after the other game. He didn't drink during the game, but when I came out of the room from doing the recap after we lost the other night, he was like, I am no longer sober. I just started laughing. Ryan's all giddy now with Lightning Girl in the stream. John says, Picard's stats and career still sucks. This is the Panthers and not any other team. That's the difference. Picard is not good, just good team on front. Well, I heard he's undefeated. I don't know if you guys heard he's undefeated, but he's undefeated. Silvio says, I'm going to skip dinner so I can drink more. Hey, Paul, how you doing, bud? Panthers got to play a full 60 minutes. Yes, exactly. We have to, and it might take 80 minutes or 100. We don't know how many minutes. We got to pull. We have to play hard the entire time. No letting off. I can't believe they did it. I can't believe they did that after game 1. How could you come out during that second period? Don't get me started again. Owen says, I'm not worried. I feel Florida Panthers have enough to win this series. Even when I know we lost, but the beginning of that overtime, I really thought Bennett, the shot, just teeny tiny bit. You understand 1/8 of an inch, that shot goes 1/8 of an inch lower, and we are talking about winning the cup tonight. 1/8 of an inch. Colin says, Perry and Podkolzin on the second line, Kane and Arvidsson on the fourth, Stetcher is still on the second pairing. To be honest, Colin, Perry and Podkolzin have been massive pains in the asses. They really have. They're massive pains in the asses, especially Perry. We need Barkov to have a night, which I know it's difficult. Lightning Girl says, more yellow perch. It's so rare to catch one there. That was such a big one, too. Yeah, Marvin's talking about the pressure. Yeah, 16-2, Lightning Girl. Sure. Why not? May as well. Real says, whatever happens, I'm going to be sore in the morning. Hey, there's Miss Shaws. Hi, good morning. You heard me yelling all the way into the bedroom. In the bedroom? Wow. Damn. Must be loud. By the way, babe, the smoke showed up here. We were talking about that this morning. The smoke showed up outside. Donna says it has to piss off most of the fans having to spend that much money on tickets and watch the team not skate and lack intensity for a whole period. Oh, wait, that's what you feel. We've been so much better on the road this year. That's what I know, especially in the playoffs. Ooh, Marvin says your ideal setup is win tonight, come home for game 6 and win in double overtime to raise the cup. I can live with that because, like, if you're overtime in game 6 and we can win if we score, I'm not saying you're playing with house money because you don't want to go to game 7 under those circumstances, but it's a decent spot to be in. Can you imagine the stress and the pressure of that? Good God. Felicie, I'm on my phone to Edmonton for tonight. So excited. Hope for a good game. Wish you guys the best of luck. Right back at you, bud. I like your is that a yellow lab? Let me blow that up. A yellow lab, or looks a little bit like almost like a yellow and a golden mixed. Hard to see, it's small. Trey. Oh my God. Hey, Kyle. He's awake. Ryan says elimination for the Panthers because Panthers can't eliminate Oilers in 6. Just look at what happened to Toronto. I hope you're wrong, Ryan. That's what I can say. Hey, Great White. Now we go back to the Oilers with the soft ice so they can cheat. Doobie booby. I don't know why they would have it soft. I guess they had a problem with the equipment. I mean, I would think that they would want it fast for McDavid, right? I think softening the ice kind of, if it slows down McDavid, that benefits us, right? Uh-oh. SoFlo says, I think Edmonton gets their blowout win tonight. Then we come back with the last gasp effort in 6, get a low-scoring win, then back to Game 7 in Edmonton, sextuple overtime. Someone wins. I won't say who. Adonis says, I have a little theory on how we can still win the cup. Last postseason, right D1 went to 5, just like our round 1 went to 5, just like this year with the team. Last year went 7 in the final, just like this season against Toronto. So 2 series have gone 5 and then 1 to 7. That means this one has to go 6. We better win tonight. Lightning Girl says, Ryan, he couldn't handle me. Oh, damn, Ryan, getting called out. Bolvar says, I'm gonna get Jaws with this one. That was the first 3-0 comeback and 3-0 blown lead in a cup final game since 1919, a final that didn't finish because of the Spanish flu outbreak. They actually stopped the Stanley Cup final in the middle of that. Oh, my God. That's how long it's been. So the Panthers will win the cup so that they can three-peat, which has never happened in the salary cap era. That's my goal, and I'm sticking to it. Ryan says, someone on Thursday's stream said Edmonton can't win shit since 1989. It's 1990 last time Edmonton won the cup. Lightning Girl says, one of the biggest thrills of my lifetime was being down on the ball when the horn sounded and he won the cup in 2004. Yeah. God, it's been that long. That's right. People forget that Tampa won that one way back then. because they were so good during this period of time. They forget they already had one. Raji says, I hope the Panthers start with a big lead and don't take their foot off the gas. Thank you. Thank you. Don't be worried yet. Don't be worried yet. If we lose, then we can worry. Goat Slayer says, we've outplayed and out-relaxed Edmonton in both of our losses. The series should be over based on overall play and puck leads per period. We're blowing our foot off, aiming for the big toe. It's a good analogy. Yes, exactly, babe. We are excited to have great internet in our future because Donna and I can't do our completely inappropriate streams on the other channel if we're consistently getting interrupted by dropouts. It'll ruin it. So it's all good stuff. SoFlo says, I agree. If you have the golden goal opportunity, the other team doesn't, it's house money. I would completely go for the breaks, go for broke, taking chances and being risky to try to end the season in under 5 minutes. Exactly. I am not reading that, Lightning Girl. Oh, my God. I think I'm going to even start turning red on that one. Oh, my God. Mike, you don't even see Ryan's chats? You might have blocked him at some point, right? Oh, boy. Matthew, I am not scared. I am not scared for tonight. Absolutely not. Not tonight. Lightning Girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. The chat is deteriorated. Yeah, you can't say who's going to win, and it's going to be the team who wants it the worst. We have to want it more than Edmonton. That's a good point. Simon's after the playoffs for the NHL. Oh, the rumor is Bennett's going to sign an 8x8. And, I know people are concerned. That's a good question, Simon, because I wanted to talk about this. I know some people are concerned about Bennett and his age and giving him 8 years and everything like that. But Bennett's game isn't all that far off from what somebody like Marchand has played all these years. And if you look at it 3 or 4 years down the road, with the rise in the salary cap, if Bennett slows down a little bit, you just flop Lundell and Bennett, and you would still have Bennett at $8 million on the third line, which is pretty much like having Lundell at $5 million on the third line now, once you take into consideration the rise in the salary cap. So I don't think you're looking at 8 years of Bennett at 2C because we've got Lundell. So I don't really, when I thought about it, it's like I don't really have a huge problem giving him 8, because if you look at Marchand now, it's like Boston, he was doing good and in the top 6, but being able to have him on the third line now, he exposes a lot of mismatches that way. So if we do sign Bennett for 8 years, 4 years down the road, right? Maybe you're going to have a flop where Lundell goes to 2C and Bennett moves down to 3C, and we would actually keep that advantage that we have with the third line being better than most other teams' third line. It would just be reversed. So if we can keep him, he's such a key piece. You keep Bennett, and then we're all heard the rumors that Ekblad might want to test free agency. Only thing I'll say is the same thing I said yesterday. If we're going to lose Ekblad, use that money to keep Marchand. You know what I mean? If we're gonna lose Ekblad, keep that money to re-sign Marchand. If that could happen, then we don't need Ekblad because we're gonna score 10 goals a game. Lightning girl. Oh, my girlfriend's in the house. I ain't reading that. My girlfriend is on the stream. I'm pretty sure I would get banned from my own channel if I read that. Trey says Bennett's game ages well. He can be playing 4L at 40 if he really wanted to keep playing. Matthew says Ekblad can walk. Yeah, Donna says, I'm looking forward to the inappropriate conversations we're going to have on the other channel. Exactly. We'll just make sure Kyle can't hear. That's all. We just got to make sure Kyle can't hear. Oh boy. I don't know about you guys, but I am looking forward to the Florida Panthers winning the cup in 6 so I can shave this monstrosity. Oh. George says, I hope Ekblad can walk as else is he going to skate. That it does surprise me, though. It does surprise me because we've heard that, Ekblad would have taken, a team-friendly deal. It does surprise me if he actually, I guess if he's going to get, what did Chychrun get? Chychrun got like 9, right? Did Chychrun get 9? I guess if he's, maybe Ekblad just wants to test free agency and then give the Panthers a chance to come close, right? Donna says Bennett isn't always a very fast skater like a play driver, so his game will age better as long as his accuracy stays intact. Yeah. Communist says, Picard is too good right now. He is practically a god. McJesus will lead his men to a 7-0 win, and Picard will have 40 save shutout. Panthers will collapse the next 2 games completely. Is that McDavid's wife on Twitter again? Real says, if Ekblad walks, we sign Marchand, put Marchand on the glass just to troll Boston. Yeah, because you'd have to move. That's right. You'd have to take, because Ekblad's picture is on the glass outside the arena. So you'd have to, who would we put there? You're not going to put Marchand. It's a good joke. But who's not there? Is it Barkov and Ekblad? You probably would put Tkachuk there, right? Maybe Forsling, but Chucky's got a more noticeable face. Matthew says Chychrun sucked in the playoffs and is always hurt. Matthew, the big news. Let me move that banner. The big news is that sometime in the near future, it might be this week, it might take a few weeks, that we're getting fiber optic internet. So all the internet problems are going to be gone. They will no longer exist. So that was the big news. Real says it's Barkov with Ekblad, so you'd replace Ekblad with Tkachuk. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Brandon. Ryan says Panthers and win, not a chance. Don't forget the puppets told me, Ryan. No, you want to vote against the puppets. Hungry says, let's keep glazing Picard's record. It's not like this series has gone against all the unbeaten records so far, right? It's just obscene. It's going to be history set here soon. I'm telling you. Case has no confidence. Well, we got enough confidence for you. The loss does hurt. Trey says, I think 8x8 is a little rich for Bennett. I think statistically this year is worse than for Hagee, who struggled. I do agree that 8x8 is a bit rich for him, for another team. But for what he does for the Panthers, and my previous comment about slotting in lower in the lineup as he ages, he keeps the Panthers cup window open at least another 3 or 4 years, pending what happens with Bob and maybe another goalie. Lightning Girl hasn't shaved either. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yes, so instead of a puddle, it's a sponge you got now. Okay, so Simon says it'll be interesting to see you shave at some point. So what I did, Simon, when we lost to Vegas, when Vegas was skating around with the cup, I shaved it on the live stream. Last year when we won, I didn't shave it until after everything was over, and I went in the room and shaved it because I want to do it. I want to make sure if we win the cup, I do the recap with the beard. That kind of has to happen. Hey, thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. So what Amanda is asking me to talk to you all about is I posted a link in the chat. I'll post it here again. Hold on a second. Here, I'm posting the link again. So that's the link to, I think it's the Game 2 or the Game 3 recap. Now, in that video, you will, in the description to the video, you will find a link to my sponsor, Southern New Hampshire University. Now, if you click that link and fill out the form and allow them to call you and you have a conversation with them about your interest in the program, I get $100. I get a big fat $100. And so I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware that that was a way that you can support the channel without having to coming out of pocket of your own money. It's a really, really generous commission, obviously. They just want to make sure that you're a real person. You know what I mean? So if you want to do it, you fill out the form, answer the phone, talk to them, and I get a bill. I literally get $100 for each one of you that does that, which can go a long way this summer with, hockey being over. I'm going to make a community post about it as well. But yeah, so that's the deal with the sponsor. Thank you again. Thank you again, Amanda. Am I in trouble now? Did I say, am I in trouble now? Maybe. Oh, God, Ryan says McDavid wins the Conn Smythe. I don't think he would win it. If Edmonton won, I don't know that McDavid would even win it. I guess it would have to depend on how he won, right? I guess it would depend. It would depend on what happened with Edmonton, how they won it. I just don't. I mean, he's been McDavid this series, but he hasn't really, like, the comeback the other day was not because McDavid suddenly turned on the juice. You know what I mean? Or maybe just to troll. Edmonton wins the cup and then they give the Conn Smythe to Sam Bennett. I do not want to see that happen. Not interested in seeing it. Bennett would come out and just throw the damn trophy along the ice. I don't think Bennett would come out. I don't blame McDavid for not coming out, by the way. I mean, if Florida had won that cup in Edmonton, maybe McDavid comes out and acknowledges the trophy, but not in Florida. Real says Draisaitl has been better than McDavid. Yeah, I agree. I agree there for sure. So, all right, everybody. We're going to close this up. I'm going to go have some lunch. I am absolutely starving. Thank you all so much for all the generous love, support. I cannot tell you how much I get to watch hockey with my kid for a living. I am not unaware of how blessed I am. Y'all make this happen, so I really appreciate it. 8:00 tonight. Whatever the hell you got to wear, whatever you need, whatever it is. I know somebody asked if I was going to change the red jersey. I kind of thought about it this morning, and I was explicitly told by Fluffy to leave this jersey on. So the jersey is going to stay on for now. We'll talk about it. If Florida loses tonight, I'll probably just do the next stream naked. And that way, that'll change the energy for sure. So, all right, everybody. Appreciate all of the support. Thank you all so much. Go enjoy your day. Go do something. Go do something that you can that makes you forget. Just forget about what happened the other night. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's the best out of 3. If we win the game, I just win one game tonight, and we can take home a cup on Tuesday. All right. We'll see you tonight.